I'm really pleased to be offered this opportunity to preach among good friends at Westminster Presbyterian Church. Westminster, of course, is part of the Presbytery of Albany and the Synod of the Northeast, which is among the member communions of the New York State Council of Churches. And I'm also really grateful that the council now has its offices here at Westminster right next to the Capitol. If you woke up on Wednesday or fell asleep after a sleepless election night, you could be forgiven for having a lump in your stomach. No matter how you voted, it's possible that you harbored fantasies that your side would clearly triumph and the other side would be decimated. Such triumph would mean that our view of the world would be vindicated and we could just power through the opposition in order to move our agenda in the next 4 years. How many of us thought that if we triumphed, we would no longer have to deal with our pesky neighbors and family members who always stand in need of the enlightenment that we are so willing to share? Our fantasies, I'm sorry to say, were dashed. That is because the results from this election graphically show that we are in a heavily divided country and state. The results remind us that no matter who wins, we have a lot of listening and discernment to do with our neighbors. In harboring our electoral landslide fantasies, it's possible that our choice for president was in some way deified. Our candidate on some subliminal level became our savior and our God. We are only human and very prone to follow other deities. And the biblical prophet Joshua knew this. In the book of Joshua, chapter 25, from which my sermon text from this Sunday is drawn, Joshua offered to the people of Israel this timeless exhortation. Then put away the foreign gods that are among you, and incline your hearts to the Lord, the God of Israel. Our task as people going forward is to remember that whoever wins, that the work before us is to participate in a sacred covenant where we listen to God and our neighbors. We commit to a relationship. And we must also remember that while the people in office may change, our work to stand up for justice and attend to the needs of the poor and the disenfranchised, the lost and the forgotten never changes, and we must persist. We worship a God of mercy, hope, and justice, and it is in this God that we find our salvation as individuals and as a country, and not just from the election results.